Hi, I'm Ken Dawson, and I'm about to embark on a challenging humanitarian adventure to raise money for underserviced urban youths that come from cities much like Detroit. So put on your hiking shoes and join me on a journey. The Continental Divide Thru-Hike, a journey for the kids. The Continental Divide is a trail or route that stretches from Mexico to Canada. I'll be starting at the southern terminus known as Crazy Cook Monument. All told, it'll be about 3,100 miles. I hope to average 20 miles a day and have it take me 150 days or approximately 5 months. It'll be a solo, unsupported hike. I'll be carrying a 35-pound pack that will have my food and clothing and camping goods. I'll have resupply points approximately every 7 to 10 days. For the first couple hundred miles, it'll be high plains desert, where the only source of water will be windmills that help water the roaming cattle in the area, or open containers that collect rainwater. Eventually, I'll hit the Gila Wilderness Area, which ironically is the first wilderness area under the Wilderness Act, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. It's also a national monument, home to some of North America's greatest Indian ruins. No wonder it was a place Geronimo and the Apache Indians used to love to hang out, with abundant water, forests, and mountains, great hiding spot, and food source for the Indians. I will take the lower Gila River route and cross the river approximately 30 times before I exit back into the high plains desert. Eventually I'll get into the mountains of New Mexico and cross into Colorado at Wolf Creek Pass. For the next 200 miles, it'll be snow-covered travel in the San Juan Mountains and Wilderness Area, where navigational skills will require high expertise. Eventually, I'll end up in Grand Lake and loop around through Rocky Mountain National Park, into various wilderness areas along the Rockies before I enter Wyoming, the beautiful Yellowstone National Park, and then into the mountains and beautiful area of the Wind River Range before I exit into the Great Basin of Wyoming and the desert. And it hooks a little bit into Idaho before it finishes in the last 800-mile stretch of Montana. Beautiful wilderness areas like the Scapegoat, the Chinese Wall, and the Bob Marshall Wilderness Area, before I finish in the jewel of them all, Glacier National Park, where ice-carved mountains, alpine lakes, forests, abundant wildlife, and spectacular views along the Highline Trail before I finish in the northern terminus at Waterton National Park in Canada. You ask, why would I do such a crazy thing? Well, I've been blessed in life and my family's been blessed. Wilderness experiences have enriched our lives, so I thought it was time to pay something back. I found Big City Mountaineers because they're supported by a lot of national organizations in the outdoor world. Big City Mountaineers works with inner city kids between the ages of 13 and 18. They work with youth groups to find these kids, in some cases foster homes, kids that fall below the poverty level, kids that are raised by a single parent or family member. They take these kids on week-long expeditions, and the key to their success is mentoring the kids with one trained adult to one student. They take these kids on week-long expeditions, and they teach them life-learning lessons, how to make better decisions, how to become better leaders by working with groups along the way of their trip, how to set goals by maybe summiting that mountain, and more important, to teach them self-respect, that they are worth something.
Growing up as a kid without a dad, I always thought, I was neglected and rejected by everybody, but coming out here on this, it showed me that I'm not neglected, I'm not rejected, and I can be, people can take me seriously and, put me as part of the team.
I saw the waterfall, I saw the lake, I saw the mountain over. It's like a good calendar photo. That right there literally changed how I saw the world.
It gave me determination, pretty much. Something that I really needed in my life.
I learned different leadership skills and learned different problem-solving strategies. And today I use those in the workshop that I lead at College Track. And because of my BCM experience, I want to be a peer leader again next summer.
I plan to raise $25,000 for Big City Mountaineers. All the money I raise will go directly to them, and any expense I borne on this trip will be borne by me. I hope someday to open up a charter in the city of Detroit, my hometown, that I can bring something back to the community where I grew up. Remember when you were a youth and your parents took you to the Grand Canyon or Yellowstone National Park? What an iconic moment that was, that you still relive those memories today? With Big City Mountaineers, we can give that same experience to underserviced youths today, to give something back to them in our community. So join me on a Continental Divide Thru-Hike, a journey for the kids. And I'd like to thank Carl Brosh and Rinkside Creative for making this video possible. Thank you.